Hi, this is Enzo once again, and thank you for watching my senuke X SEO training. This is module number 3, and I would like to share with you this very important module because this is where I would share with you the best practices to prepare and to use your senuke X. Just some points to ponder here. Please don't use what tons of internet marketers are using for their SEO campaigns, especially how you use senuke. If you're competing with hundreds, if not thousands, of internet marketers who use the same process, who use the same tools, and who use the same techniques, what would happen is you will leave a footprint for the search engines to find out for your websites, just like what happened to the link whales, to the link pyramids. So the best thing that you can do with senuke is to develop your own SEO strategy. What I'm going to present here today is a simple strategy so that you'll be able to understand the best features of what senuke X can offer. Probably the biggest thing that I could share why senuke is very successful in helping my websites rank higher in the search engines, particularly my own enzoewens.com website, where I was able to rank senuke X and several terms for that very competitive keyword. The reason that I was able to do that is still because of the on-page optimization stuff that I did. Another thing that I did was the off-page optimization was very planned. I actually created that way before senuke X is released, allowing me to create the domain age and the domain time that is needed to rank for a very competitive phrase or keyword. Now, as I have said before in the SEO mindset in our module 1, you have to be realistic with your SEO goals. If your SEO goals is to rank overnight for a very particular or a very competitive keyword, then SEO is not for you, because basically that will not happen. Even with black hat techniques, that won't help you rank overnight, because Google and the search engines are becoming more and more, and they're becoming aware of what is happening with the SEO field, and they also know that there are tools and there are techniques out there that can game the system. So senuke X, my primary recommendation is still not to use this tool to game the system or to abuse the search engines, because basically you won't succeed. But what if you use senuke the proper way? What could happen is you could still get top rankings for months or even for years to come. I still have my 2008 websites and my 2009 websites still ranking on the first page of the search engines for a very particular or for a very competitive keyword where I haven't or where I did just a little maintenance backlinks just to make sure that I maintain the top search engine positions. And another primary consideration that I want to share with you is to never share your SEO niche. You do this for your own websites, especially for your clients' websites. Confidentiality, and the reason you don't want to share your niche is because Google might find out, or the search engines might find out that you have been that you are trying to game the search engines or the system, and it could actually be detrimental to your success. Now, for senuke X, what we would like to do here is to understand the modules, and this is how I actually do my SEO campaigns. I've been handling more than SEO clients in the past few versions of senuke, and with the release of senuke 10, I plan to handle more than 50 clients to 100 clients at a single time. And I have found out that this is the best way for me to do this. Number one, I don't use the wizard to create my campaigns. The reason that I don't use the wizard to create my campaigns is the wizard is being used by hundreds if not thousands of internet marketers, and as I have said before, if you're using the same methods, the same techniques, you're going to leave a footprint that could eventually get your websites in trouble. So the first thing that you need to do is to try to do it all manual, or to try to do your own diagram, or to try to do your own strategy. But I'm going to give you very important pointers here that could eventually help you out in your SEO campaigns. So the first thing that you need to do if you just got your SEO X is to basically create your very first campaign. Now, there are several ways to use the campaign. One is to separate it into per website. Another is to separate it per month or per week, whatever you think would be best, or the availability of your time. But the very first thing that you need to do before you can do any of these submissions and automation is, of course, to create your accounts. So, if you have seen other videos of SEO, what they do is they create a website and then that's their campaign. But if you're starting out with SEO, start with the account creation, please. The reason that I told you to start with the account creation is because you need to let your accounts stay untouched for a few days. What do I mean by that? So, for example, you created your, let's say, website number 1. Okay, this is the accounts that I will be creating for my website number 1. So let's just say, let's put something. This is my enzoewens.com. Okay, another way to do my account creation is I make sure I put the domain here, just for it, so that I could easily check what accounts I have created one. And I also put a letter beside this. Okay. The reason I put a letter is because I want it to group, like group A, group B, group B. You could actually use a number, or you could use a letter. Okay. And the next thing that you need to do here is go to your accounts creation. Okay, you have to generate random profile, and you can create a pre-downloaded Hotmail. So that's the number 1 preferred, and that's actually the fastest way to get a new email. Okay, and after the account creation, okay, so let's just pause for a while. Okay, now that we have created our new random profile, okay, I want you to save it first here. Okay, I usually save it again with the website so that I know that this profile is related to my account. Okay, and then I number it with like social account 01, so I know that this is my first social account. So you can actually use a variable of things, but here's what I would like you to understand with the profiles. Think of it as person. One profile is a person. So one person has all accounts at all of these different websites. Okay? So imagine this. If you're Google or you're the search engines and you would like to know which is the most relevant website that you're going to rank for a particular keyword, would you rather have lots of people pointing, or the backlinks pointing to a particular domain, or would you rather have just one website or one profile or one person pointing to a specific domain? Who are you going to rank? The one that is being promoted by hundreds or not multiple personalities or multiple people, or one that is promoted by just one person? Definitely you will look at the multiple persons or the multiple promotions by other people as the more relevant, because of the number. Generally, more people promoting you, more it makes more sense that you're the one who is more relevant to the search engines. Okay, so the next thing is, so what I do here, okay, is I actually create several personalities. Okay, so instead of just creating one first name and one last name, as you can see here, I created 5 first names and 5 last name variations. The purpose for this one is I would have multiple usernames and accounts here. So for example, in hub pages, the first name would be John Tundra or Jan Santos or Jan Silva. Okay, so what happens is every social networking account and every article directory will have different names. Now, don't worry if you're just using the email address. Don't worry if you'll be found by the search engines if you're the same. My personal opinion is not, simply because the IP address would be detected by the domain, which means the hub pages has a different domain, the wiki spaces has a different domain, the blogspot. Okay, but if you want to do if you just want to create hundreds of profiles, it's up to you, but this is how I do it. So I also put the keyword that I would like to rank for in my username. Here is senuke X software, and I also put a number here, 0, 1, 2, 3. Now the reason I put a number here is because every accounts that will be created will have either, okay, let's just look at this for a while. It will always have the keyword senuke, which is the term that I would like to rank for, and sometimes it will have the letter X. And as you can see here, I just put pipe and then nothing, and then I just put up another close bracket, okay, and then the software, okay, and it will also choose a number between 0 to 9 for twice. So